Good morning. I wanted to continue the podcast on regular and effective contact. Today, what I'd like to discuss is how do we get students to respond to video? So many faculty have asked me, how do I know that my students are watching these videos? Okay, whether it's a YouTube video or from a third-party tool or something you found off the web, your library's website, how do we know they're watching the video? And then my next question to them is, well, even if they watch the video, how do you know that they have completed an activity, right? Or how do you know that they've gained the knowledge, right? We have to measure it. So it's not really that cool to say they've seen the video, woo, I should give them credit, right? We need to measure, did they gain something from the video? So it goes back to old school techniques. You have to present the video to them and then ask them something. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick because analytics could be deceiving, right? They could just let the video go and leave the room, right? They could just walk away. Okay, so let's take a look at how to create an assignment again. So remember, if you have a module here, like these are my Canvas activities, and you go to the far right and click on the plus sign, it's out of view, but I think you guys know how to do this now. You basically just create a new assignment, and you give it a name, okay, and then click Add Item. Next, you'll want to open up the item. Now, I've already made one, so I'm going to open up this test lab assignment. And you'll notice that this has already been created. So if I were to go in and edit this assignment, I can show you kind of what I did. I gave it a name, right? This is a test assignment, but it's basically a lab where a student is going to watch the pre-lab video, okay? And this is a link to the pre-lab video. They click on the link, they watch the video, then they click on the blue Submit Assignment button, and they're just going to answer the questions below. Okay, so we pasted in the questions. We made this very simple. Now, there's many variations you can do of this particular assignment, but this one is just basically watch a video and then answer these questions. Okay. I want you to notice also that I made the link very clear. So this is a common ADA compliant need to make your links very clear. So this link is for the atmospheric moisture, pressure, and wind activity, so it's very clear. That's an ADA compliant need. It's a universal design need. We can always talk about that later. These are the questions, and I even told them they could copy the questions and paste it into the text box. So what type of assignment is it? Well, it's a low stakes assignment, right? It's only 3 points. Homework, displayed as percentage, you can display it any way you want to. But the type of assignment, once again, is simply an online text entry. Because I'm not saying they have to be perfect in their analysis of this. I want them to, yes, definitely understand these things and be able to redo this on a test. But I'm basically having a low stakes formative assignment, and you could even allow them to do it more than once if you wanted to. Finally, I assign it to everyone, give it a due date, click Save, and let's see what it looks like from the student view. Okay, so I'm now in the student view. I'm going to click on the assignment. Notice that when the student comes in, they see the due date. So don't worry about putting the due date in the descriptions, right? It's going to show up in Canvas. They're going to know how many points it is. So once again, don't worry about putting the points in there. They know what type of submitting process they're going to occur. And the more you do this, the more they get used to it. They'll know when it's available, and you could say it ends at a certain date. So the directions are pretty straightforward, right? So I bolded the directions, made it clear. Watch the pre-lab video, so they click on the link, right? They can watch the video. Pretty straightforward. We're not going to go through this.
Hello, students. Welcome back for another pre-lab video.
Pearson is
Callan
taking
Bentley
charge.
here.
We'll turn that off. And then in the so they watch the video, they go through this, they learn some things, and then these questions deal with that particular assignment. There's lots of different ways you could set this up. You could set it up as a quiz. You could set it up as other types of assignments. I'm trying to just give you quick check-in points that are easy to create to get some feedback from your students to know where they are in your class. If a student is ready to do the assignment, they've watched everything, they simply click Submit Assignment, and down below they have this text entry and they can type in. We even told them if they wanted to copy the questions, right, they could simply copy the questions, they could paste them in here, and then answer the questions. Okay? Make sure your questions obviously relate directly to the video. Make sure that you're giving them enough resources to do the questions you're asking them to do. We want to make sure we're measuring what we say we're going to measure. If any of these questions do not pertain to the video or cannot be answered in how to do to the video, then we're not aligning goals the way we should be. Okay, well, I know that some of these regular and effective contact methods might seem extremely simple, but in an online class, we have to have ways to regulate that our students are learning and we're checking in with them. So these types of assignments, these check-in points, allow us to see where they're at. Are they doing what we're asking them to do? So in online teaching, teachers are coaches, they're guides, they're mentors, they're communicators. They are creating activities that, garner feedback, and then we have to respond back to them. So there's lots of different ways you can do this. Try not to automate it too much, because if it gets automated too much, the students don't feel a sense of community, and that can lower learning results. Okay, so once again, welcome. Glad you're here. Still have my Smoovin mug. Okay, we have lots of these here in the studio. I think it's a great company. And once again, we're just trying to help you get quick ways to check in. So the whole series this fall is to really give you points to check in with your students, ways to do that. Sometimes they're simple. They're going to get gradually more complex as we go through this particular learning series. So thank you very much. Talk to you soon.